Ireland, an island next to England across the Irish Sea. It's known for its sheep and peaceful scenery, but it has a long history of religious conflict. By 1500, Ireland had been incorporated into England for many years, and Christianity had long since replaced Gaelic paganism. But in 1534, King Henry VIII tried to change the religion in Ireland again. His split from the Roman Catholic Church spurred Lord Offaly of the Kildare family to lead a Catholic crusade against England. The rebellion was put down, and the Kildare family quickly executed, leaving their land to English officials who implemented new policies to control the rebellious Irish, including plantation, taking land from Irish families and giving it to Protestant English settlers. After another bid for independence by the Earl of Tyrone was put down, he and many other Irish nobles fled to Rome in the 1607 Flight of the Earls, leaving Ireland leaderless and unable to prevent plantation in Ulster, where huge numbers of Irish Catholics were pushed out by Scottish Protestants. In 1641, during the English Civil War, these dispossessed Catholics rebelled, but in 1649 Oliver Cromwell offered land rewards to those who helped subdue them, leading to atrocities and eventually breaking the North Irish Catholics' rebellious spirit. To prevent another rebellion, penal laws were enacted, limiting Catholic property ownership, education, and right to bear arms. The Protestants, now the dominant class in Ireland, wanted even more power and managed to negotiate legislative independence from Britain. But the Catholics rebelled from this new Protestant government, forcing Britain to take back control in the 1801 Act of Union, incorporating Ireland into Britain and giving the Irish seats in Parliament. After a century of discontent, the Irish Catholics formed the Sinn Féin political party in 1905 and campaigned for an independent Ireland. The Protestants, who had done well as part of Britain, swore not to let this happen. Out of this tension, private armies were formed, the Protestant Ulster Volunteer Force and the Nationalist Irish Volunteers.
Conflict on hold during World War I.
But in the first post-war election, 73 Sinn Féin members were elected to Parliament. 27 of them refused to attend the meetings in Westminster and formed their own Irish Assembly called Dáil Éireann instead. On the day of the first Dáil Éireann meeting, the IRA, Irish Republican Army, Sinn Féin's military branch, fired the first shots of the Irish War of Independence. The British responded by sending in the Black and Tans to end the revolution, but the soldiers got out of control, burning and looting houses and committing other atrocities. In 1921, the Government of Ireland Act partitioned Ireland into North Ireland, the 6 predominantly Protestant counties of Ulster that wanted to remain in the UK, and South Ireland, the predominantly Catholic rest of Ireland. Negotiations between Britain and South Ireland resulted in a treaty creating the Irish Free State, which had Dominion status but not full independence. Of course, the IRA was divided into rival pro-treaty and anti-treaty factions, but after more violence, those who were for the treaty came out on top. However, 1/3 of the new North Ireland was Catholic, and fighting continued between Protestants and North Irish Catholics who wanted to join the Irish Free State. Politically, Catholics in North Ireland had little say in government, and Catholic areas received less government investment than their Protestant counterparts. In 1963, the new head of North Ireland sought to resolve the tension between Protestants and Catholics within North Ireland. He held meetings with the Prime Minister of the Republic of Ireland. It had gone from the Irish Free State to the Republic in 1949, the removal of the monarch and the withdrawal from the British Commonwealth, and started talking with North Irish nationalists. Because of this, North Irish Unionists felt threatened and erupted into violence in 1966, attacking Catholic areas and burning houses. By then, the IRA had outgrown its violent roots, so in 1969 the Provisional IRA, or PIRA, was formed, an organization willing to use violence to defend the Catholic minority and unify the whole island of Ireland. The British Army, stuck in the middle of the conflict, attempted to control the violence with curfews, house searches, and eventually internment, holding suspects without trial. But these measures just increased public outrage and required the British soldiers to use increasingly aggressive tactics. By 1972, the violence was so bad that Britain took over North Irish security. North Irish officials, feeling slighted, all resigned, leaving Ireland leaderless. Britain quickly implemented direct rule, where all decisions about North Ireland were made from Westminster. The Irish public was furious, causing 496 deaths in the last half of 1972. As the violence died down, the British slowly decreased their military presence. In 1985, the Anglo-Irish Agreement was signed, stating that Britain would return power to North Ireland if North Ireland would remain independent from the Republic of Ireland, as long as it was the will of the majority of its people, and gave the Republic of Ireland some say in how North Ireland was run. Both Sinn Féin and the Unionists condemned this agreement, but it paved the way for the 1998 Good Friday Agreement, an agreement that brought an end to the worst of the conflict when some cross-border institutions were established and the Republic of Ireland finally dropped its claims to the 6 counties of North Ireland. However, religious tension and violence are still part of everyday life in Ireland. These are news clips from a riot in July of last year that started when a Protestant parade celebrating the historic victory of a Protestant monarch over a Catholic one attempted to march through a Catholic neighborhood in Belfast. Just last Tuesday, the Queen of England became the first British monarch to visit the Republic of Ireland since its independence in 1922. She was greeted by a pipe bomb sent into Dublin by an Irish terrorist group. So, while Ireland has come a long way since Lord Offaly's Catholic Crusade in 1534, clearly it still has a long way to go.